This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
What's something you don't know?
This text is very interesting. It says, I forever thought that a lamb was a separate animal, not a baby sheep. I'm in my 30s and I just found this out recently. Karen says, I regularly give people directions using the words right and left, but I point in the opposite direction of what I've said. It will never not take me using my hand to make the L to know the difference between right and left.
Okay, that's good. You know what? I was going to start judging kind of on that first one, and then I'm like, oh, wait, this is literally what we're asking for.
There's no judging.
Okay, judge-free zone.
Judge-free zone. This text here says, I didn't know that girls went number 2 until I was 12. I always thought they were so clean. There's no way that they did something that gross.
They do smell better. So I can see why you'd think that when you're young. I just realized I've heard this word, I guess it's a couple words, probably 1,000 times. I still have no idea what it means. You ready?
Yes.
A speakeasy. What is that?
Isn't it just poetry? You go up and you just talk, but it's in a poetic way.
No, but like people will talk about like there's a really good speakeasy that has draft on sale on Tuesdays.
Yeah, you go up and you just be weird on stage for a bit.
I don't think that's right.
Really?
I think it's another name for a pub.
Speakeasy, someone's on stage doing something.
But
it's like kind of awkward because you're like, that person's just talking.
What is a
Speakeasy? Okay, this text from Chris is pretty wild. And I'm curious if other people also didn't know this. Chris says, I only recently learned where women pee from. I never really thought about it enough to think that there would be another opening.
Yeah, I didn't know that for a very long time.
Okay, well, all right. Liz just texted in saying it's a hidden bar. Timothy also says it's a speakeasy is a hidden bar. Okay, well, then I guess you and I both are, okay, I don't want to say dumb because we're not being judgy this morning. Mm-hmm. And our listeners aren't judging us, right?
At least I knew it was a pub. You were way off.
No, I knew it was a pub. I just thought it was a pub with a stage.
So it's a place where alcohol beverages are illegally sold. So originally speakeasy was like, hey, I'll tell you about this, but I'm going to speak easy. Like, don't be blabbing your mouth about this place that's selling drinks.
Okay, well, why did I always visualize someone being like a really nerdy theater kid speaking their mind freely on stage?
And then instead of clapping, everybody snaps their fingers? Yeah. No, that's not it.
What are those called?
Stages, I believe.
No, but there's a word for that. Haiku night.
Poetry readings. Throw your friend under a bus. What happened?
I was warming up a Donair at work the other day, and she's like, oh, man, that smells really good. Like, and I never would have guessed it would be like camel meat that's in those. And I was like, wait, what? Camel meat? And yeah, I guess she's been told her entire life that it's camel meat that is used for Donairs.
Interesting. I wonder if maybe like the first time someone got one, they asked for a Donair and a chamomile tea, and she thought, like, I'm just trying to think of.
I'm more so thinking about someone heating up a Donair. There better not have been lettuce in it.
Yeah, how do you heat up a Donair? You know what? I actually know how to answer this because I think it was a couple months ago, ordered a Donair, and then I fell asleep. So my friend just put it in the fridge for me.
Fell asleep or?
Yeah.
Usually when you order a Donair.
Just a very tired boy.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
So I took all the lettuce and tomato out and then put it in the air fryer. And then I put new fresh lettuce on top of it, and it was tremendous the next day.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Are we all annoyed of politics?
Yes.
Okay. Because it's gotten, I'm all for some like light jabbing and stuff, but it feels like almost every politician, their entire core, their entire platform is used to just chirp the other side. All it's become is, let's see if we can be super destructive to the point that nobody wants to vote for this side, and then maybe they'll vote for us because we've made that side look so bad.
Why are you focusing so much on your competition and not what you're going to fix?
Yeah, or what you're going to do.
Exactly.
Just in general. It's gotten out of hand. Now there's press conferences every day where one side of our provincial political field will take the stage and say, like, you know what? They're doing this wrong, and we should be doing this about it. We demand that they step down. And then the next day, the other party will get up. You know who's doing something wrong? These guys.
Yeah, is there someone out there that is just minding their own business and staying in their lane and putting the work in and not, even thinking about other politicians. Does that type of politician exist?
Maybe they just don't get on the news trying to figure out how to best utilize tax dollars, which they're supposed to be doing, instead of just a constant pissing match. A lot of these politicians kids look up to, right? It's like, wow, there's the premier. Wow, there's the leader of the opposition. And then they see how they act, and you're like, just don't pay attention to politics. Like, I don't want my 11-year-old paying attention at all.
But she's the mayor of her class.
Well, I know. And that's why I do think municipal government in a lot of instances is better. It's because it feels like it's a collective group working together for the city. Come election time, it's a little bit different, but I can get behind that. I just wish more of the provincial and federal landscape tried to be positive and make some good decisions. It's just exhausting. Like, we're just blaming everything that happens. They'll put it in their tool belt to blame the other party with it.
Yeah, Sarah just wrote in and made a valid point and pretty much sums this up. They need to stop telling us why to not vote for the other person and why we should vote for them.
Yeah, I'm done with it. It's time for Unsung Heroes, where we give shout-outs to people, places, and things that don't always get the attention they deserve. Let me be your hero.
Shout out to it being pothole season. It's my favorite when I hit a deep one and I just say, oopsies, and I move on with my day without checking the tire as soon as I park because I already forgot about it.
Shout out to the Oilers for now having 3 players with over 100 points. They're scoring as much as I did in college.
How much is that?
Like twice.
So that's actually incorrect.
Yeah, they're scoring way more than I did in college, actually, yeah.
Shout out to people who forgot. Did you actually go to college, or was it like a little, didn't you just go to a mini mall type of class? Like one class? Did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to college. I went to Red Deer College, home of the Kings, baby.
Oh, okay. Did you graduate?
No.
Shout out to people who forgot their reusable bags and have to use a paper bag to carry out their groceries, aka 2 large Greek yogurt jugs, 4 liters of milk, a 12-pack of bubbly, family-sized chicken breast, 2 bags of chips, and overpriced frozen strawberries. If you can make it to your car without the bag breaking, you can do anything.
Wish I had that paper bag right now. Put over your head. Shout out to my mom, stepping up and telling me if I went to see her on Easter, she'd make me eggs Benedict. So, I'm heading home for the hollandaise.
Good one. That's really funny. That's good.
Thanks.
Shout out to Cadbury mini eggs and cookies. That's all.
Shout out to the Masters Golf Tournament kicking off and me being a master this weekend as well. A master of laying on my couch without pants on and scratching.
Ew.
What, like while I watch?
Oh, good. And then do you touch the remotes?
No, I won't be touching it this weekend. Nothing but the Masters, baby.
Shout out to the snow that's still lingering. It's April 6th. Listen, Snow, you're like a weeknight house guest after 10 p.m. You're like a customer showing up to a store 5 minutes before they're supposed to close. You aren't welcome here. Please leave.
Oof. And finally, shout out to decorating Easter eggs this weekend. And just a reminder not to drink the colored water you use, or you'll die a little inside.
Sorry, I actually wasn't listening to that last one because we just got this text from Tracy. Can I read it to you?
Yeah, you missed a really good one, but okay.
Shout out to the best radio station, Play 107. They're the best and they make my morning, afternoon, evening. Thank you. Love you all.
Mine was way funnier.
Probably.
Thanks, Tracy. National Burrito Day is heating up. I was like, are we going to end up talking about this today? Probably not. And then, like, within minutes after sitting down, apparently there's a burrito war going on.
Yeah, there is. Chipotle is suing Sweetgreen, which I didn't even know existed. Have you heard of Sweetgreen?
No, I think these must both be American chains. I don't think there's a Chipotle in Canada, is there?
I don't think so, but I always hear podcasters talking about how addicted they are to Chipotle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and how it gives you the
poops.
The poops.
Chipotle is suing Sweetgreen over their new Chipotle chicken burrito bowl. I love a good burrito war. You can't just listen. Chipotle, I get it. I get it. But also, it's a seasoning. You can't just dibs all of the Chipotle seasonings because you're called Chipotle. It's kind of unfair.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a store being like, we're called Ranch, and then being mad that McDonald's has a ranch wrap and is trying to sue them.
True.
It's not fair.
No, and that is the case for a lot of establishments. They'll just be an ingredient, right? Like chilies. Are they going to start suing people that use chilies?
Yeah. So I just read this story and then I had to search it up on Twitter just to see what everyone's saying. Apparently sweet green is way better. So Chipotle is just mad because they're creeping up on them real quick.
But this is a mistake in the fact, like you said, you didn't even know sweet green was a thing. And now it's on our mind, and now we've heard that it's better.
Now I'm going.
Now, yeah, book your flight. Going to check out sweet green.
I think if I could choose any dipping sauce...
Ooh, this is a good question.
If you could only have one dipping sauce for the rest of your life, every kid out there is screaming ranch or ketchup. No, Chipotle. Creamy, orange.
Like Chipotle mayo?
No, just Chipotle.
Just Chipotle? I don't think just Chipotle is a thing,
What are you talking about? That's literally why they're suing Sweet Green, because they're using a Chipotle sauce. It's a dipping sauce. Hudson's has it. They're Chipotle wings.
I thought it was like Chipotle mayo. I thought Chipotle was like a paprika, and when you put it with something else, it becomes the sauce. But I'm not sure. You're probably right.
Chipotle sauce and Chipotle mayo are different.
Okay. So you'd go Chipotle sauce would be your OG dipping sauce?
Well, it's got a little bit of spice. It's creamy. It's good on everything. Have you ever dipped a French fry in Chipotle sauce? You're thinking of mayo. So you can't answer that.
You're mad at me.
Because
Sorry.
How do you not know the difference? Clearly, you haven't lived. Now, who's the experienced eater on the show?
Oh, you've always been the experienced eater. I'm just the experienced chef.
Good one. Okay, if you had to choose one sauce, one dipping sauce for the rest of your life, and don't come on our text line and say plum. You'll get blocked. Oh,
we're not blocking anybody for that.
Apparently, Chipotle's in Vancouver, Toronto, and Ottawa.
Okay.
And then Brittany went on to say Chipotle is life. Okay.
It's starting to make its rounds, hey?
Yeah, it
like
is.
Chipotle aioli? Is that what we're talking about? No.
No!
Oh, my God. Okay.
It's an orange. Look at. I'll show you a photo of it. I'll zoom in. See that? That's Chipotle sauce. Mike from Leduc is listening. Dill dip.
Because you want to pick a sauce. If you're only going to have one sauce the rest of your life.
Gravy. Number one answer on the text line.
You can dip anything in. Right? And that's why that dill sauce, like you could do wings in that. You could do veggies in that. You could do chips in that.
I don't like that the number one answer rolling in is gravy because you're going to put gravy in your salad wrap. Gross.
If it's a beef salad wrap, that might be good. You know what I mean? Like a prime rib wrap.
You're only allowed one sauce for the rest of your life. You can't be choosing gravy.
I think I'd have to go buffalo. I could eat it on anything. Like, is sriracha considered a dipping sauce?
Well,
or is that a squirty sauce?
I hate to tell you this.
Oh, here.
But there's no sriracha anywhere.
What?
There's no sriracha anywhere. We're out.
We're not out.
Yes, we are. This was a huge problem in my girlfriend's group chat yesterday, to the point where I had one friend say, I will pay one of you $20 if you can find me a sriracha in the city. You can't find it.
Really? Because they've said this numerous times, and then I go load up, and then next time I'm at the grocery store, it's still there.
Yeah, even if I were to see sriracha, I probably wouldn't tell her because I don't panic buy it. I don't give in. I don't give in to the...
You've got a really, aggressive energy today. I like it.
I think it's the pink full moon.
Yeah. Like, you were yelling at me about the Chipotle there a few minutes ago. You remember that?
No, I blacked out. Just kidding.
Things are getting saucy in here this morning.
So saucy in here. I can barely see.
Didn't expect this for this direction for the show, but here we are talking about the best sauce. If you could only have one sauce.
That's it. For the rest of your life, you can only choose one.
Zoe says honey mustard. Now, I feel like hot mustard is a superior dip, or just honey.
Here's the thing. You don't need to say honey because you could just go bug a bee in nature. Just be like, hey, man.
So you're going to take ranch, but then you can also go get some honey on the side.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just go steal some from a honeycomb.
That's why when people are like, if you were on a stranded island and you could only have one food, what would it be? Like, my answer, I want it to be raw oysters, but they're already there.
How do you open them?
Well, with a stick. So that's why I pick chicken wings or prime rib.
I like Zoe's answer because I do love honey mustard. I will forever be sad that Tim Hortons got rid of their turkey bacon sandwich with the honey mustard on it.
Why don't you just have some honey mustards in your vehicle and ask for no sauce when you order that sandwich?
The whole sandwich is wrong these days.
Yeah, it has changed quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay, this is a great answer coming into 780-784-7107, the Japanese Village sesame sauce.
Like, I could drink a pint of that when I'm there. It's so good. That's a really good answer.
It's a really good answer. In fact, if there was someone at Japanese Village that was like, hey, Lisa, do you want to do a shot?
That would be your answer? Yeah, like
Hand
not
the bottle
tequila,
over.
no. Do you want vodka? No. Do you want the sesame sauce?
I think if I were to choose a hot sauce, I would go with one that has hot butter added to it.
Well, wouldn't you just get that from nature?
Hot butter?
Yeah, just churn your own.
I bet I could churn a mean pail of butter. Have you seen my
With
traps?
those traps? Yeah.
I have the biggest traps in Alberta.
It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay.
Brought to you by Cal Mustara, your real realtor with Maxwell Progressive.
Look at us. We're on time today.
Yeah.
What a world. The boss is back in town, right?
Yeah,
So we got to
I
be
get it.
on schedule. Okay, so we got Braden. Caller 7. Are you ready to potentially win $1,000, Braden?
Very ready.
Okay, perfect. Ryder, break down the contest for those who are perhaps listening for the first time and don't know anything about Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay.
Braden's going to pick either Lisa or myself as a teammate. We'll send them out of the room. Then we're going to give him 5 words and a 25-second timer to tell us the first word that comes to mind for each. We'll invite his teammate back in. They'll do the same game without the timer. For every word that matches, it's $25. Hit them all, and it's $1,000.
Okay, Braden, who's your teammate this morning?
Gonna go with Lisa.
Okay, I'm out of here. Good luck. Let's go.
I feel like my words today are doable. Like, I think you might win $1,000. I don't know. Just from
No
first
pressure.
look. Okay, I'm going to start the timer as soon as I give you the first word, okay?
Okay.
And the first word is lighter.
Flynn.
Jupiter.
Planet.
Smooch.
Kiss.
Bowl.
Dwarf.
And tiger.
Stripes.
Stripes. Okay, I just need to confirm. I didn't hear your first answer. I heard that you did answer, but I didn't hear it. For lighter, you said.
Flame.
And for, just to confirm, for bowl?
Oh, for bowl?
Yeah, what'd you say for bowl?
Oh, I thought it was goal. Bowl. Put plate.
Okay, I'll let you go that. You thought I said a different word there?
Yep.
Okay, we'll accept that answer. Come on in, Lisa.
How'd we do?
Oh
no, what? Don't.
I think
Stressing me out.
we're gonna hit at least $75.
Okay.
What is the first word that comes to mind when I say Jupiter?
Planet.
Book it.
Okay, look at
Book
that.
it.
Look at that. No wall of shame today, Braden. Let's go.
What's the first word that comes to mind when I say smooch?
Kiss.
$50. What's the first word that comes to mind when I say lighter?
Cigarette. No. Oh, what did Braden say?
Flame.
Flame is a good answer.
What's the first word that comes to mind when I say bowl?
Soup.
Incorrect.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Braden
Okay.
said plate. And finally,
Now, you said you think we're going to send him home with $75, so I got to get this one right.
yep. What's the first word that comes to mind when I say tiger?
Stripes.
Yes.
Yes! You know me so well. $75 is yours, Braden. Thanks for playing.
And good for you, Lisa, because we
Why?
have the Masters on in the background in the studio here today, and Tiger Woods is currently warming up. So I was really hoping that wouldn't shape your answer.
What was the word? It was just tiger?
Yeah.
Oh, I could have said
Yeah,
Woods.
yeah.
You're right. All right, Braden. How are you feeling about that win today?
I'm happy with it.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome, man. Cheers. We got a text here from Beth that says, pardon me if I sound a little ignorant, as I'm not sure if it's you guys or not. but I heard a song last year on a morning show in town about the weather not being crappy. If it's you guys, can you please put it on? I remember how excited I got for spring when I heard it.
Double-digit forecast this weekend.
20 by
20.
Sunday. Like what? What's today's high? It's even good.
9.
9, 12, 15, then 20.
Just gets better and better.
And Beth, that was us. Crank it up.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine is here and the weather's great. It's time for the cold to take a break. Spring's in the air, it's the time of year, and I gotta say, the weather's not crappy. Clap along if you went outside and you didn't have to scrape off your car. The weather's not crappy. Clap along if you unzip your jacket and you took the dang thing right off. The weather's not crappy. Clap along if you looked right down and you saw some of the sidewalk. The weather's not crappy. Clap along if you bought some lemonade and you took all of your clothes off.
The Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
Play 107.